Hello everybody, I am making this video because I just reached 500 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So I probably should have made this video before because I'm kind of doing that last minute now. I didn't take any notes of anything I wanted to talk about, but I like to talk about music a lot, and I don't think I will have a problem saying everything I want to say. So yeah, it's the first time I do a live video like this, and I'm not very good at talking alone. But I really want to do this because this is really unbelievable for me to have reached that amount of subscribers. I still remember whenever I started uploading my music on YouTube, I created my account on April 16th, 2013, and when I did create an account to upload my music, I already had quite a few compositions that was mainly played with acoustic guitar. It was multi-tracking, so lots of different tracks, but one on top of each other's. And yeah, I decided to upload it on YouTube, but I was a bit scared at first because I had never shared my music with anybody besides family members, and I was afraid that to know that my music was public, or to read people's comments, and I was afraid it would change my way of composing, or maybe make me want to do more, or to do too much and then lose my inspiration or something. So that's what I was thinking whenever I started uploading my music there, but I really wanted to share it with the world. So I started uploading my music there. Actually, I uploaded it all at the same time, so I would just upload videos and videos and videos, and so I think there are still videos on my YouTube channel that nobody ever have seen before. It's 0 views because I just uploaded a bunch and I didn't even have a single subscriber at first at that time. So yeah, I started uploading my music there, and of course for the first few months there was not much going on, but then I started having receiving comments on my videos and getting likes on them too, and people would just it was nice to read comments and hear about what people thought about my music, and it was all positive comments and I really enjoyed that a lot, and I would reply to every single comments I would get on my videos, and I still do this, and I hope to continue to do this, because whenever someone leaves a comment on my video, it means a lot to me, and I really just I like to be, I don't know, I like to reply to all those people that leaves comments. It's just the way I like it. So yeah, so I started uploading my music there, my videos there, and then it started getting growing more and more, and as people were listening to my music and commenting, and it just inspired me to do more, and whenever you have people listening to your music, I find it's more not inspiring, but it's the motivation is there, like people would love my music, and my way of saying thank you for leaving a comment, or just even listening to my music and enjoying it. To me, the way to say thank you was just to make a better one, and it kept going like that, just make a better one, better one, better one. And I liked also to challenge myself and say, can I do this? I will try to do this. And that's how my music changed, because I feel that it's just, to me it feels like it's being almost 2-3 years that I created my YouTube channel, because there's so much that has been happening between just that year and a few months. When I listen to my music, the music I did before, it's just funny because I remember when I did that music, and now I realize, wow, it changed so much. Like now I do Celtic and film music, I have cinematic music, and as I sing too. And I wouldn't have vocals to my tracks before. I've always considered myself being a bad singer. To me, like, vocals is so important to be just even, like, to be perfect, not out of tune or something. And it was hard for me to add vocals to my tracks, but I found that adding vocals to a track is really, it's something that, to me, whenever I add that to my music, it just gives the emotions or the feelings I want to add to my music. So, but that's another topic, vocals. Might as well talk about it now because I'm on the topic. So yeah, vocals. I was singing when I was young. I was always singing a bit when I was 3-4 years old. But vocals, like, I've been singing for a long time. But to me, vocals is still, it's always been something I didn't consider myself being good at it. I think it's because I had a problem keeping my voice in tune. So yeah. But I did keep singing a lot on my tracks, even though sometimes it was not very good. But some tracks I've never published, but I did some vocals on them. And yeah, that's the thing really I like, is that whenever I started uploading vocals and people said they liked my voice and they liked how I was singing, then this really convinced me that, okay, maybe I wasn't such a bad singer after all. Maybe I could add vocals to my tracks. And of course, at first I tried to hide them in other instruments and not make it overly loud, but as it went, I just tried to add more vocals, and I'm really happy because now I feel like I'm comfortable singing and I like adding vocals to my tracks. I really like that because it's to me it's part of my, like, I don't think I ever uploaded the track, not uploaded, but for now all the compositions I make, they have the vocals in them, because whenever there's no vocals I feel like there's something missing, so that's something I'm really thankful for, to have you guys listening to my music and my vocals and say that you liked what I do, and all that stuff really helped me to get better, or to teach myself that that I'm not a bad singer or a bad musician or something, because I'm very I always feel like it's not good enough, so so yeah, that's the thing. And also I'm happy to have been able to work with other composers, adding vocals to their tracks, not only vocals but also other instruments. I think so far I worked on, I would check on my computer here, 16 songs that I worked with other composers, with different composers. How many different composers? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would say about 7 different people around the world. And I really like doing collaborations with other composers, because it's really something that it inspires me, and it also, I don't know, I really like to have someone else's music, and I like to add instruments to it or add vocals, and just make that song stronger, like to follow the same feelings or same emotions, but just make it stronger. I don't know if that's clear or but yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to have other people's music, and to me it's kind of a challenge to say, okay, can I try to keep that track the way it is but make a whole orchestra follow that track and stuff like that. So I really like doing collaborations, and I learn a lot, I find, and it's really just it's good. I like it. So what else I want to talk about? Well, I think I forgot to thank you guys for the 500 subscribers. No, really, thank you, because every single one of you is one of those people that are this part of that number. To me, I don't see 500s as a number. I really know that it's it's persons, and you know, I like to treat everybody as not as numbers but as persons. There's so much to talk about that I don't know where to start. Questions. I will go with the questions, because I had a few questions from people and I would like to answer them to you. First thing is, if you ever wondered, I am 23 years old. I turned 23 a while ago, so that's my age. And someone were asking me, what is your favorite composer? And that is a question that I hear a lot, not only for me but for lots of musicians. I know lots of the main composers have a favorite artist, but I don't. I don't have a favorite composer, but I do have songs that I really like from different composers. So I think it's just that I love the music of a certain composer. I would say, oh, wow, I really like his kind of music or her kind of songs. But I like the songs of those composers, but I don't know, it's all different. I find it's different. Every composers are different. I can like this composer for this thing, you know, maybe because his music is so joyful, cheerful. And then I would love the other composer because his music is so simple, and I like the other composer because his music is so this big orchestras or big epic music. Or so I don't really have, and I really never had a favorite composer. I never found a favorite composer. I think I like to change a lot. You know, I like to hear lots of kind of music, and what I do usually, I go on YouTube and I just watch the videos from people that are just beginning on the piano, and they do a little composition, and I really like it a lot. You know, it's just, I like all kind of music too. I like to listen to big orchestral songs, or just really simple piano songs or fingerstyle guitar songs. So I don't really know what's my favorite kind of music. I know I really like Celtic music, that's for sure. And but yeah, I like to go around on YouTube and just watch videos, listen to music from people from around the world, from in every stage of, you know, beginners or advanced or professionals, and just I like to listen to all kind of music. So yeah, I don't really have a favorite composer, but I like them all. I think that's why I can't choose any to be my favorite. Then okay, this one's gonna be a bit harder for me to answer. It's, where do you get your inspiration from when you do songs, when you compose? So I don't really know. I don't know. I feel like I'm always inspired to make music. You know, I always feel like at the end of the day, or even sometimes in the morning, I'm just like, oh, I'm just sit at the piano or at the keyboard, and then take my guitar and start playing music, and I come up with something. you know. The thing that happens to me that sometimes I don't have inspiration, but that doesn't seem to happen very often. But when it happens, it could be a full month that I try to do music, but I can't. I play something and I don't like it, and I try another project, another song. I start another song, I don't like it, and then I try another one, and I still don't like it. So when this happens, I just I don't try to compose music. I would just, you know, leave it there and do something else, like drawing, because I do some drawing. So I would just draw or do something else of my hobbies. I have lots of hobbies, but I will talk about that later on. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the inspiration. Yeah, so also I find that I can find inspiration in my feelings, for sure. Whenever I find, whenever, like, if I do a Celtic song, usually it's when I'm very happy. The one I did, Spirit of the Highlands, I remember whenever I composed it, and it was because I sold my first album, and that's what made me make that song. Not what made me make that song, but what inspired me and what made that song. Because to me, Spirit of the Islands is very it's very happy. Like, I remember when I made it that I was really in a good mood, and I almost feel like whenever I listen to it again, I really feel that atmosphere. And yeah, it was because I sold one album, and I was so happy that I just felt like making a song and had some dancing and do everything in it. So yeah, so often it's gonna be because of depending on my feelings. When I am frustrated about something, that's usually when I will make the kind of creepy, funny compositions, like I did. There's a few of those, and yeah, usually when I do those, it's because I'm frustrated, but not always. But you know, it just sometimes my feelings decide of what I'm gonna do. But it could be also of something happening around me, or just, you know, going for a walk in the woods, or going for a walk on the beach, or just in the city. Or I think, you know, anything inspires me. I think it's I don't try to find inspiration. It just comes, and I just, when I do music, it's really just I never have any idea of what I'm gonna do. You know, I could sit there and just go on my keyboard and do a few chords and say, oh, that sounds good, well, I'm gonna record that, and start recording. And then I would say, oh, I'm gonna maybe try to add some vocals to that, and I try to add vocals, and then say, oh no, that's bad, just delete that track. And then I would take the guitar and add guitar to it, or another instrument on my keyboard, or, you know, just I just play around, and what comes, like, the song just makes itself. It's not, I don't plan anything when I do my songs. I really just go one track and then the second track, and it's mainly improvisations. I would just do record and play. Oh, that sounds good, I'll keep that, you know. So that's how I make my songs. They're all made like this. I don't really decide what I'm gonna do, which style or which instruments, or, you know, someone could request me one kind of song, and I know there was one time it happened that someone requested me a type of song, and I made one, and then after that I needed to make a second one, and I couldn't, and it was a new style of music, and I tried to make it, and I couldn't. I said, well, it's funny because I made it the first time and it was going so well, you know, I did the track and it sounded great, and then I tried to do the same style of music and I couldn't. Just, you know, sometimes it's like that. I just do one style that comes out of nowhere, and then that's it. There's only one of this kind of song, and I'm not able to make another one like that. So basically that's how I compose my music. Another question. Let me check. Okay, someone I did have a few comments on my videos of people asking if I had tabs for some of my guitar, fingerstyle guitar compositions, or if I had sheet music for my piano composition. So first of all, this really makes me smile when people ask me that, because I never really thought that anyone would want to learn to play my music, and that's really great to me. But unfortunately, I don't have sheet music for piano pieces. For the piano songs, it's because it's just, whenever I do compositions, it's really just one shot, you know. I will start improvising something on the piano, and then I come up with a melody, and I just work around that. And then I say, okay, I have the composition. Then I would just go record. I will record the whole thing, and once it's recorded, I forget about it. I don't play it again at all. So, to me, it would be hard to do sheet music for my music. And the other thing is, I don't know how to read music, and I don't know how to write music. I play by ear, and yeah, usually my piano compositions are improvisations that I do. So there wouldn't, like, even if I would try, I don't think I could know, okay, I'm pressing that note and I'm pressing those notes, you know. I don't know what I'm doing really. I just play the melody and the left hand just follows on the piano. Guitar tabs is the same thing. Probably I could make tabs for the guitar, because it's easier for me to write tabs. But the thing is, it's the same. Whenever I do a guitar composition, I don't know what I'm doing. I played a song, usually on the guitar. I feel really comfortable on the guitar, so whenever I do a melody, I would just do the accompaniment. I don't know if that's the proper way to say it, but I would just do the bass. Like, all the other notes are just following that melody, and I don't know what I'm doing with my fingers. So I wouldn't be able to say, okay, press that string and then that string, and that's where I put my fingers. I don't think I could do that, maybe, but it's just, I play really just by, it's lots of improvisation and things like that. So probably I couldn't write tabs for my music. So yeah, that's the thing. So what else I have here? Okay, how many instruments I play? I know probably some of you would like to know that. I don't know. I don't have very good answers to any questions. I play, okay, the piano. I've been playing the piano since, for how many years? Probably, I would say 12, maybe 14 years. We always had a piano at home when I was young, and I always played around the piano, playing on the notes and stuff like that. And so it's hard for me to say exactly when I started. I know there was a time when I really started to teach myself the piano, so I would just practice my scales every day and my chords and everything. And that must have been maybe 10 years ago, 7 years ago, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I started playing the piano, and then I played the guitar. The guitar I've been playing since I'm 11. When I was 11, I learned how to play 2 chords, actually no, 4 chords, and I would play those over and over and over and over. Until I was about 13. When I was 13 years old, I started learning all the chords, and I started also playing music in a band. Me and my 2 other sisters, we have a Celtic band called Co-Sound, and we all started learning to play the instruments together. And that's what I started to do, was just starting to play the guitar for Celtic songs. And that was really hard, because Celtic is, I find it's very special, the rhythm and everything. So I think it was a good way to start with the guitar, even if it was hard. But it gave me a big lots of knowledge on the guitar. But yeah, before that I was playing on the classical guitar, which is a little bit like the strings are not as hard to press, but the neck of the guitar is a bit wider. So yeah, so I've been playing the classical guitar, and I was learning tabs of classical music, classical guitar music. So that also helped me to get a good knowledge of melodies on the guitar and things like that. The hardest thing I learned on the acoustic guitar was to play the maple leaf rag. It's originally played on piano, but I found tabs to play it on the guitar, and I really wanted to learn it, and I worked very hard on learning it. I would practice every day and every day and every day, and I've never really been able to play it the whole thing because it was so long to learn that I got a bit tired of the song and before I could learn it all. So that's another thing with me, I get really kind of tired of always the same thing, like always the same kind of music, always the same instrument. That's why I play lots of different instruments and music styles. So I'm getting off topic again, sorry. I was talking about the instruments I play, right? Okay, piano and classical guitar for 11 years. The acoustic guitar I've been playing for 9 years. The bow run, it's like the Irish drum. I've been playing that for about 5 years now. I learned how to play it by watching videos on YouTube, and I really like playing the bow run. It's great, especially for Celtic tracks, Celtic songs. It adds a natural beat, because in my tracks I have to, whenever I want to have percussion like drums, I need to use use kind of a loop. You know, I try to do all my music myself, but for the percussions I can't have a whole drum set to play the percussion. So that's the only thing really that I add in my music that I don't create, is the drums. But the bow run is something that's great because I can play my own beats, my own percussion in Celtic music. What else I play for instrument? I have a ukulele that is it's a small little ukulele, and this one I've been playing for how many years? For 3 years now, about 3 years. I don't know a lot about the ukulele. I just like to play around it. It sounds great and it's fun, but I don't think I did some recordings with it, but really not much, because it's not I don't know, it's not an instrument that I know a lot about, you know. Then what else for instruments? The mandolin. I've been playing the mandolin for about 4 years maybe. It's not an instrument that I play a lot. I just play sometimes. I started learning, for a while I was learning a lot. I was listening to tracks, mandolin songs, and just try to repeat it on my mandolin and slow down the song, and then try to repeat it, you know, learn by ear. But the mandolin I have is, the strings are really, really hard to press down, and I couldn't pick up the speed, so I kind of stopped playing it for a while. Maybe I'll come back to it later on, but still, when I do Celtic songs I always add the mandolin in it as much as I can. What else I can play is the electric guitar. I've been playing for 8 months maybe, and I really don't play it often, and I don't know much about the electric guitar. I'm not really a pro. I did one metal song once, and I did a few recordings with it, but I find it's hard to record, and I don't really use it for a moment, but I like to add it to cinematic music, film music. I think it's great to have a bit of electric guitar sometimes, so that's something I might try later on. Now I got an idea now for a song. Then the flute, Irish flute. I've been playing the flute for about 6 or 7 months now, and it's another thing I'm happy about, that you guys really made me learn to play the flute, even if you don't know it, but you really did, because I've been a terrible flute player for my life. And I tried to play the flute, but it would sound really terrible. I couldn't get a good sound out of it at all. And whenever I did my composition, I think it's one slow Celtic song, and I did use a VST, so I played the flute on my keyboard, but in the middle I tried to add the flute, the real flute, Irish flute, in it, and it was really hard. Now I remember, for me to make a track, record the flute the way it wouldn't sound bad. So I would just record, and delete and record and delete and record and delete, and that's really how I learned every instrument. Just by doing recordings, you really challenge yourself, and you really have to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat until you get that perfect sound. So, but yeah, whenever I started, I did put that song there, and I told everybody that I was not a good flute player in the description, because I like to say everything about the song in the description. I'm sure you noticed that. And yeah, people commented and said that they liked it, and that some people said that the flute sounded great too. So then, I said, well, why not doing more? And then I started adding more flute to my compositions, to add more of the Irish flute, even if it was hard for me. But I would keep recording some and repeat and repeat and delete and delete and repeat and repeat, and it's really how I learned to play the Irish flute. And now I play the Irish flute in my songs, and I really like it, and I really enjoy playing the flute a lot. But I really never thought I would be able to play that instrument, because I tried before and I couldn't play. It was the only instrument that I couldn't get a sound out of it. It was just terrible. So I'm very happy to have put my flute playing on YouTube, and that everybody could hear it, and that really made me want to get better at it. So it made a big change to have my music public, and that you guys listen to it. It really made me learn more and get to make better music and stuff like that. I think I probably missed a few instruments that I can play, but I can't remember for the moment. So not sure. The step dancing, the Irish step dancing, I've been dancing for about maybe 6 years now. It was very hard to learn to Irish step dance. I did learn by watching videos on YouTube, and I remember that at that time there wasn't not much tutorials on how to do the tap dance, Irish tap dancing. So I would just go and look at people that were filming themselves dancing, or shows or something, and just try to understand how they would dance and stuff like that. And later on I found a video of kind of a tutorial, and that really helped me to understand it better. And then it was lots of practice to get that nice tap sound, to pick up the speed. I don't know much steps. I think I only know about 2 or 3 different steps that I do. But yeah, that's the Irish dance I did in Spirit of the Highlands, and that was really quite an experience, because I didn't really know if I was going to be able to add the dance to my music, but I really wanted to. I wanted to have something special in the middle there. in the middle of the song. So it was lots of, I had to redo it really often. I had to do it quite a few times because it was hard to keep up with the speed because the beat was pretty fast. So I did it quite a few times, and then after that I could dance to the song. So I filmed myself doing that, and then I just kept the other tracks that I had danced to. Like I recorded the sound of the tapping shoe, of the dance, and I just put like 3 tracks to make it like sound like more dancers, because it's a sound I always loved since a long time. It's just, I like the sound of many dancers dancing, the tap dancing. So yeah, I think that's all for the instruments. So yeah, my favorite instrument for all of those, it's different to say because I like them all for different reasons. The guitar, I feel really comfortable with it, so whenever I don't know, I like the guitar because it's really my instrument. Like, I always wanted to play the guitar ever since I'm 3 years old, and it's just, I like the sound of it a lot. It's my favorite instrument. And the piano, I like the piano because I feel like I have more options on it than the guitar. I can play more different songs, different rhythms, so I really like the piano. So yeah, my 2 best instruments are the guitar and the piano, probably, and then I like the other instruments that I play a lot. One instrument I really liked when I was young was the bagpipes. I really enjoyed the sound of the bagpipes when I was young. I never got to play the bagpipes. I don't think I would want to play it now because it would be a lot of work, and now I moved to the city, so I don't think the neighbors would like that. So so yeah, that's what it is about the instruments and my inspiration and everything. Now I think I spoke for half an hour, but I have much more to say, so feel free to leave if it's too long for you. No, I just wanted to make that video because it's been a while I wanted to do that, and it's 500 subscribers, and to me it's a big thing, and I don't know, I just felt like making that video and talk about the music and how I like music and stuff like that. So another thing that I'm very happy about is that Spirit of the Islands, my composition I did, the Celtic composition, now it has reached 2,109 views, and I uploaded this 2 months ago, and it has 155 likes, and it has 1 dislike. So this is really, really amazing, because whenever now I do a Google search and I write epic Celtic music, I find my video on first page, and I'm like, this is unreal, because I never thought my music would make it that far at all. It's like between all those people that makes amazing music, you know, I know people that makes on YouTube, I hear the music, and it's just so amazing, and just to see that I pop up there on the page, and you know, and it's all, I have good feedbacks on it, and people really enjoy it, and it cheers them up and stuff like that. It's really great. It's hard for me to almost say, like, yeah, it's happening, you know, it's, yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just so, it's great. It's great, and I feel really like that I'm on a good start, and I don't want to stop. I just want to keep going, and it's really like an adventure, because I don't know, I would never know that I would have made that video, and that I would have uploaded it, and that it would have reached that amount of views, and that I know lots of you guys shared my video, and that's really nice, because that really made people discover my music more. But yeah, that's very, very amazing for me. So now what do I want to talk about my music? What I would like to do is show you how I make music, how I do a track, but I don't think I will have the opportunity to do that today. But maybe later on I'll make a video and show you about my material, like my equipment, what I use to record. I don't have fancy recording equipment. Some of you might know that my computer is shutting down a lot, often. So sometimes I will record a track and then my computer will just shut down in the middle of my recording, and then I lose everything. And that's frustrating, but at the same time it kind of teach me to be patient, you know, and to start over whenever I lose everything. So I'm getting kind of used to it now, and I save a lot. I try to save my project all the time so I don't lose it, but sometimes I forget and then I lose everything, and that's frustrating. But I will try to fix my computer soon, and that should fix the problem. The other thing is I cannot work on big tracks. Whenever I record, I will record with the keyboard, and I will record one track and then a second track of another kind of VST instrument, and then live instruments, and then I add effects. And sometimes my computer just, there's too many tracks and there's too many effects, and I think my CPU is bad, but it's just that the computer can't read anymore, so it just makes a big crackling sound and delay and all that, and I can't hear my track anymore, and I can't add more tracks. So for the big cinematic musics, the cinematic tracks I did, like Prince of Persia, Destroyed, or Game of Mind, that was all made, like I would do kind of 4 tracks, no, not 4, a bit more than that. I could go till 5 tracks about. So 5 tracks, and I would mix that up make it into an audio file, and then I would just go and add, and then with that I would just use that and then create a new project and add 5 more tracks, and then save that, and then open a new project and add this, and then add the tracks to it. And it worked, but at the same time I would lose lots of sound quality, and also it's hard because I couldn't go back and balance. Like if I would add another instrument and say, oh, the piano is not loud enough, well, then I would have to go back in the first project and then put the piano higher, save that track, and then it's really complicated. When I do that, I call the projects the puzzles, because it really is a puzzle. I just save all tracks separate, and then I just add them back together. So if I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't be able to make big tracks, and it's something that whenever I was doing big tracks like that, I really wanted to make it, and I didn't want to let anything stop me from making it. So I tried to find a way to make it work, and I kind of did, even if I really liked the tracks that I did, the big projects, but I know that you can't hear every single instrument that I've put in there, because I created the song, and I know, you know, there's some strings or instruments that you can't hear the track that I've put there, and so for some reason it just got kind of buried onto the other instruments whenever I mix them. But yeah, it's just like, for any composer, every musician, you don't say that you can't do something because of your equipment, or because because you don't have a good keyboard, you don't have VSTs. I never spent any money on VSTs. I use whatever was in the program I use for recording, which is called Mixcraft, Acoustica Mixcraft. My keyboard is not weighted keys. That means the keys are kind of bouncy. They're not, you can probably see it here, but it's not, it's really light and plastic feel to it, and that's hard for me to record sometimes as fast piano song or something, or even if I want to have an emotional piano song where, you know, I want to, that you can hear the touch, the strong or lighter sound. I really can't do it because of the keyboard. But yeah, what I mean is that you don't need good equipment to make good music. You really don't need to. Of course it's gonna make you work harder, and it's gonna make you, maybe your music will not sound as good when we talk about sound, but the music is what important. The melodies, the instruments you choose, and all that stuff. You know, having good equipment won't really change if the music is good or not. That's what I think. You know, I've been thinking it for a long time. It happened to me that I was just saying, well, you know, I can't do better because my equipment really sucks. But then I thought about it and I said, well, I work harder, and it's a good thing in a way. You know, it gives you trouble, but you learn to deal with those problems, and you learn to find a way to get your track done, and you're so happy at the end when you really get that out there and say, okay, I made that track and I recorded all the tracks I needed, and, you know, or I made a piano song and it doesn't really sound good, but you know, you did your best. And so yeah, I don't have good equipment, and I really hope to be able to upgrade very soon. But you know, I think if I would have had good VSTs, good equipment, and a good keyboard, maybe my music wouldn't be the same. Maybe I would just use, you know, less tracks of strings. Instead of using 3, I would only have to use 1. But yeah, my music would probably be a little bit different, maybe better. But no, I really think it changed. It makes a difference too. You know, when you go through a lot of trouble, I think you really learn to, like, whenever you have your track done, it's really a good feel, because you said, yeah, I succeeded. You know, I did go through that big problem, and I did that track anyway. So yeah, I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Probably not. There's so much I want to talk about, but I just want you guys to know that I really started with nothing. I didn't know anybody that would subscribe to my channel or share my music very much, and now it's such a big change. Like I said before, I really realized how it changed, like how my music that I was making before was different. Like I learned so much, and I feel like I improved so much, and I discovered composers, and you know, now I realize that I just don't feel like my music is just going nowhere or something. You know, I really feel like that everybody's involved in that, and to have you guys listen to my music and tell me that what you think about it, it's really important to me, and it really makes me like what I do even more. So yeah, still I think about it, and I feel kind of weird making this video for the 500 subscribers, because to me it's still I don't know, it feels weird. It's I still remember when I had 1 subscriber on my channel, and I really do remember when I wouldn't believe that I would get there at all. I really didn't believe in it, and and it happened. So I think if you really want to, you can do it. And like I say, I've always, for me, I'm always thinking my music is not good enough, and that's what I was thinking whenever I started my channel. I was saying, well, my music's not good enough. I will never get as good as these people, or but you don't have to be as good as these people. You just have to be as good as you want to be. It's your choice to do what you want to do. And but you guys made it happen. It's not me that made it happen. It's really you guys who came along and subscribed and did likes on my Facebook page, and really my music wouldn't be what it is now without you guys being there to listen to what I do. And you guys really made me do Celtic music and film music and all kind of music, really. And I know that if I would have still kept doing music just for me and not sharing it with anybody, probably it wouldn't have been the same, and I wouldn't have discovered amazing composers and all that. So I think I said enough. I think it's almost an hour of talking alone here in front of my camera, and I hope you don't find it too boring. I think I missed a question that someone asked me. Someone asked me if I was making a living with my music, and unfortunately no, I am not. I had the chance to create music for several months, to do just that full time, and that really made me a good start. But it's expensive to make music, even if you don't spend anything. It takes time, and it takes you have to take your time. You can't do music fast like that. You can't just come back from work and expect to do something. Maybe you won't be able to compose whenever you come back from work. But yeah, I used to spend my time making music, and I would spend 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours making music. Sometimes I would forget to eat. That often happens when I'm working on a track, and it's just, I used to do that a lot. I would get up in the morning, and then first thing just play the piano and then go record until very late in the afternoon or in the night. But I had to get a job, and I've been having a job for 2 weeks now, and it's a full-time job. So it's also an update that I want to tell you guys. I won't be able to compose as much now that I've been since about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. So I will try to, I really want to take care of my music channel, my Facebook page and everything. But yeah, I'm working, and then whenever I come back from work, I reply to every comment I get on my videos, of course. I might not be able to give you updates as much on my Facebook page, and to compose, I hope I'll be able to keep composing whenever I come back from work. This all depends of if I'm inspired or not, but I'm pretty sure I will be, because I'm inspired by, to see that my channel is work, that people listen to my music. It's just, I feel like making more music. And but yeah, I just moved to town also, so you probably hear the noise at the back right now. So I have neighbors, so I can't play the Irish flute, and I might not be able to sing high vocals, like opera vocals, on some of my tracks, and no step dancing, that's for sure. So there will be some changes. I will still keep doing music and everything here in my new little studio, but I might not be able to I won't be able to spend as much time composing, and as much I won't be able to be as loud as I would love to be. So that's the update. So, but I really hope that I will be able to sell albums. I will release a Celtic album soon, hopefully, and I will try to put music for sale for if you want to use it for your video or something like that. So I will do. I really want to do my best to upload lots of music and everywhere, and make albums and everything, and try to get that to work. I really like music. I will never get sick of music. I really need to compose music all the time. So I will continue to make music, that's for sure, but I won't be able to finish my compositions as fast as I used to be, because now I'm working. But the good side is I will be able to update, hopefully, my computer. And that's one thing too, all the albums I sold are going through fixing my computer, and so that means I'll have better music for you guys. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Lots of things going on. Like I say, I moved to town, and I just hope the noise in the street won't bother my recordings, because I don't want to have a track with vocals and then you hear a big truck going by in the street, and that would just, spoil the track. So, but we'll see how it goes, and yeah, I just want to tell you guys that I'm really, really, really happy of having you guys around. 500 subscribers on YouTube channel, it's just amazing. And it's I like to reply to your comments and everything, and I'm not ready to give up on my music at all, and I will do what I need to do to keep going and reach maybe 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I know to me it doesn't seem possible, but it didn't seem possible for 500 subscribers. So we'll see how it goes, and I can tell you that it's not the end, and it's just the beginning, and that I'm really happy to have you guys around. Okay, so I wanted to mention a few people that really helped me to get where I am right now. And there were people that came whenever I started my channel. They were the first to comment on my videos and to encourage me and tell me that they appreciated my music and all that. So I really want to mention those people, because it's not because, to me, I'm always thinking about those people that were there at first whenever there were nobody else, and I'm not forgetting those people, even if I get lots of people following my music and everything, but that doesn't mean that those people that I have to forget those people, because they are what made me get that big, to get my channel to reach that amount of subscribers and everything. So the first one I want to mention is the YouTube channel. It's Phantom Pianist 91, and Phantom Pianist, he's a self-taught pianist, and he makes really great music. I really like his piano songs, because they are really how can I say, it's just there are lots of emotions in them, maybe, or they're just really natural, so I really like them. And that's the one, the first channel, the first person that I did collaborations with, the first piano songs that I added vocals, just background vocals and instruments to it and everything. And we made lots of, I collaborated with him for quite a few songs, maybe 6 or 7, and think I'm gonna work on more still. I have one that I really want to do, so I add instruments to it, such as guitar or guitar, vocals, and keyboard instruments like VSDs, like strings and all that. And then the other person is that I did a collaboration with was James Blonde, and I did a song with him. He's a very, very good self-taught electric guitar player, and I really enjoyed his music too. I really like it. And I wrote lyrics for one of his songs. It's called Few Seconds, and I sing the song. I know I can't mention everybody, but if I don't mention your name, it's not because it's still like everybody. I'm happy to have you guys around. But yeah, these are the channels that I first discovered, and that I remember that were listening to my music, or that I collaborated with at the beginning. So yeah, the other channel is Hidden Garden Melodies, and he's a very good pianist also. And I did one of his piano song. I asked him to add instruments to it. So I did had guitar and vocals and instruments to it. And yeah, it's another talented composer, and I really like reading their comments of those people in my videos. Then of course I'm really happy that my sisters really encouraged me to work, not to work, but they told me that my music was good, and they listened to my music and everything, and that they really are the best. Then I would like to mention who else? I did a collaboration with Christian Baxic. I hope I said your name right. My English is not so good. But yeah, I worked on the collaboration with him not long ago, and that was really amazing for me to work on a big project like that. And it was the first time I was working on epic music to add vocals on it, and it's just I'm really happy because I had the opportunity to do that, and I really enjoyed it. Another person I want to mention is Emma Gimme Gibby, or Emma Gimme Gibby. I'm gonna write this down. Anyways, this channel really helped me a lot at the beginning, and it really helped me by sharing my Facebook page around and everything. And really, I remember when I was trying to reach 100 likes on my Facebook page, he really helped me a lot by sharing my page. So that's something I'm really happy about. So I forgot to mention two very important people that really helped me a lot to get where I am. And one of those people is Adrienne von Ziegler. And I know I'm not saying the name right. Probably not, I'm sorry. But he shared my YouTube channel on his Facebook page for the monthly featured composer, which I think it's really a good thing that he does that, because not many composers would do that, help other composers to get known. And anyways, he mentioned my channel, and that was really unbelievable for me. I remember whenever I realized that I didn't have access to internet, so I was at a coffee shop and I checked my Gmail account, and I just found out that I had over 50 notifications for YouTube, and I kind of knew something was going on because it was quite unbelievable. And yeah, I realized that he had shared my music, and I'm very thankful for that, because that really, like, lots of people discover my music and enjoy my music and everything, and it's just something that I couldn't have done myself, and that really made me go to 500 subscribers. I know that, so I'm very happy for that. And I didn't think my music was was going to make it there. So it's really great. The other person I want to mention is Vicky Goth Angel, or Karina Grimm. And sorry about the names. I got a hard time pronouncing names in English. But she made this awesome cover photo for me. I had the picture, but I wanted to have that picture that I have now has a profile picture, and I tried to make it look the way I wanted to, but I couldn't really do it, and she was able to create that image that I had in my mind that I wanted to have. So I'm very, very, very happy for that. It's really great, and you know, I feel like I'm not alone, and that everybody helps a little bit in a way, and you know, that really makes a difference. So I wanted to mention all those people for that reason. And so one other person I want to mention is Dragonstorm, because Dragonstorm made a mix with my music. It's called Pure Harmony, and it's a 30-minute mix of some of my music, and he uploaded it on his Epic Music channel, and that really means a lot to me, because that means lots of people can discover my music, because I don't know a lot of people, so whenever people share my music, then it allows people to discover more of what I do. And also I would like to thank well, my music made it to Pandora Journey, which is another Epic Music channel, and that's really amazing for me. And I mean, I'm really, really happy, and I worked so hard on my music. I really do. I work. It's not, well, for me it's not work, but I am really just, you know, I always feel like sometimes I will upload music. For a long time I would upload music and I would say to myself, okay, it's not good enough, you know, I'll make another one, and I would make another one. And for a long time I just felt like what I was doing was just trying to find that perfect song, and it was just making a new one and making a new one and making a new one. So yeah, like I feel like I worked very hard, but to see that people, big channels like that, share my music, it's just amazing. And I'm like, I don't know, it's hard for me to say what it means to me, and I think it's too incredible yet for me to realize how great it is. But yeah, I really want to thank all those people, and I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody or someone, but I just want you to know that yeah, everybody helped me to get where I am now, and it's quite unbelievable, and I hope it's gonna keep going. I am really tired today. That's why I'm not as enthusiastic as I wish I could be. Because I really want to make a nice video for you guys, and you know, tell you how much happy I am about all this. But yeah, I'm in the middle of big changes. Well, not big changes, but it's I really have there's so many things I want to do. Upload my music, and I'm just finish my compositions and stuff, and I just have a new setup on with my studio and everything. So but yeah, I just wanted to make that video, and I know I can sound a bit like I am bored or something. It's just because I'm tired. But yeah, I would really like to do another video soon, but really a good video where I go into I would show you my material, my equipment and everything, like I said, and talk a bit more about lots of things I gotta say, and show you some of my other work, because I do lots of other things. Like I do juggling, I do drawing, I do contact juggling. Contact juggling is kind of it's kind of a ball that just rolls on your hands or something. And what else I do? I do friendship bracelets, I do crafts. I do lots of things like that. And I think I really need to get I like to keep myself busy, and I like to learn new things and challenge myself all the time. So that will be the end of the video for tonight. I know it's a little bit long, but I just wanted to talk about everything just like that. You know, I didn't want to have the kind of a perfect video where I just read from notes or something. I just wanted to, you know, I like to keep it very simple. And yeah, you probably noticed that I write a lot on my Facebook page with updates and stuff. It's really just because I'm really into what I do, and I like to talk about it. I like to talk about music, and like whenever I do descriptions on my videos, I like to put all the information, you know, and I am not really scared to say that you know, if I think it's not good enough, or if I did a mistake somewhere, you know, sometimes I will just say it in the description or something. Yeah, because, you know, music is music, and I don't want to hide the bad side or the bad composition I do, or the small videos like I do. I had one that I was just the accordion playing something really simple, and, you know, why would you upload that? Well, it's because music starts with that, you know, it's the basic of music. Music starts with something simple, and sometimes I get inspired by those little things I do, and then I use that to make a big composition. That's something I want to show you guys too one day. Just there's 3 compositions I uploaded, one on the accordion, one on the piano, one on the guitar, and it's all the same. It was inspired by the same song I did on the accordion at first. And that's something I forgot to mention. I played the accordion too for I don't know how many years, probably 2 or 3 years. So yeah, so I will probably make another video that is a little bit better than this one soon, or whenever I get a chance. So for now, I'll be very busy, and whenever I get everything set up and everything, I get I pick up whenever I do what I need to do. I mean, I just a bit behind in everything right now, but whenever I get everything set up and everything, then I'll try to make a video. I would really like to do a good video with lots of information and everything. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and you learned more about me and my music and everything. Like I say, it might not be a good video, but I just wanted to put the camera there and talk, and yeah. So I hope you're gonna have a good day, and I'll probably see you in my next upload that should be hopefully soon.